Okay, so now we're going to get into what we call diversification, not diversification, diversification. And this is a huge, huge distinction between conventional investing method and global macro method. So, contrary to popular belief, concentration and leverage are your friends, and they can be used very effectively to outperform. Okay? Conventional wisdom will tell you to diversify, put a little bit of money in a bunch of different stocks, and maybe sprinkle some in a few other assets like bonds and gold, etc. But global macro traders do the exact opposite. And that's how they make those outsized returns like Jesse Livermore, Soros, and Paul Tudor Jones made when the markets were collapsing. They put on a few highly concentrated trades and they watch them very, very closely. So they put all their eggs in one basket and they watch that basket like a hawk. A passive investor is going to put a few eggs in a couple of baskets, all right? And that's because they're not really watching their play like a hawk. They're not watching their investment like a hawk, like a global macro trader would be doing. So for macro, concentration is good, all right? It's not a set and forget style by any means. So because these bets are concentrated and because we're only watching a few things, lots of leverage is used. But leverage is demonized by conventional investors. But in reality, when we use it correctly, it's one of the most powerful tools in finance, and it's what we can use to make an 100% year or a 60% year or one of those. You're not going to get that every year, but you could have those really great return years. It really gives you the ability to go for the gusto and bet big when everything aligns. And just to specify and go into more detail about what exactly leverage is, let's run through a quick example. So in short, leverage means using more money than what you have in your account to bet on price movement. So say you have $100,000 in your account and you take a $200,000 position on a currency. And this is very doable in financial markets. Most brokers, almost all brokers, will allow you to exercise leverage. So you can still bet more than $100,000 even though you only have $100,000 in your account. And if you were to do this 2-to-1 leverage, if the currency moved up 1%, you would gain 2% in your account instead of 1%. And the same goes the other way. If the currency were to go down 1%, you would lose 2%. So it is a double-edged sword, but if you can use it effectively and when the time is right and also watch it very closely, it can be a very effective tool to outperform the markets.